What is that? Chord. Another chord. We went over a theorem. How do I find those lengths? Like, how do I find AE? How do I find EB, ED, CE? Remember the theorem that was associated with this. When you're dealing with two chords that intersect. Two chords that intersect each other. I know this is going way back. It's been a while because we had break in between. What's up, Molly? Great work. Yep. The segments they form are equal to each other when I multiply. EC times ED equals AE times EB. Right? The segments that are formed. Right? The segments that are formed. That's when two chords intersect. Two chords. All right, next one. What are these two here? These are two secants. What's my theorem for secants? How do I find the lengths here? How do I find the lengths of secants? Because it's not segment times segment, unfortunately. Scott, go. Whole times external. Yep, whole times external. So for this case, I'll just write whole times external. Whole times external equals whole times external. And then one more type, just to be aware of. This is a secant and tangent. What's the deal still? How do I find the lengths? Whole times external, right? Whole times external. So CA times the external part CB. And what did we talk about? What do you know about whole times external with the tangent? It's always, what's the whole in the external part of the tangent? Same. So CD squared. All right. So just a few theorems there. I'm not done either, but just a few of the whole times external and the part times part. Any questions? I think there's a ton of them in your review. All right. We also have to talk about, one proof will be on there. Expect two different types of proofs. I'm not going to tell you which one. Prove triangles congruent. Or maybe I'm feeling crazy and I could go a step above that, which is what? What do we usually do after we prove triangles congruent? CPCTC right after. Yeah, maybe I'll get nuts tomorrow. And what other type could it be? Prove triangles. Similar, yeah, we did that in the homework and in the notes on Friday. Angle, right? Angle. I wouldn't go further like CSSTP means it. I won't do that to you. We'll just keep it right there tomorrow. So one of those three up there. Construction, straight edge compass tomorrow. Could be one of four. One of four that we did. What do you got for me? Could be one of four. What do you got? Hexagon, yep. Inscribe a hexagon. That could be it. And if you remember, hexagon construction was the same as a equilateral, but I just connect every other one. So inscribe an equilateral triangle. Remember what else we did? Square, yep. Inscribe a square, 4 congruent arcs. Draw on the diameter, bisect it. And the last one. Construct tangent line. Yep. All right, so one of those four. It's not crazy. Here's the circle. Do this for me. If you want to review any of these, I haven't shown this to you in a while, but I want to remind you it's up there on your classroom page. At the very bottom, how-to construction videos. All right, find the one you want. Okay, find the construction you want to review. It's up there for you. All right, it's up there. Circle equation. Whole day of that. X minus, oh boy, H squared plus Y minus K squared equals R squared. What were H and K again? Those numbers that get plugged in for H and K. They're the what of your circle? Center. And the R, not R squared. R is radius length. Yep. And I think I told you about this, but you've probably forgotten since we had break. But I'll tell you know what you're going to have to. I'm not going to give you one that looks like this. I'm going to give you one that looks different. You got to transform it into this by completing the square. Yep. Without a doubt, guaranteeing it on there tomorrow, kiddos. And there is practice in your packet with the completing the square. That's embarrassing already, but here we go. And be ready to factor. And if you don't want to factor, you can use the quad, not the quadratic formula if you need to. But it will be factorable what I have you do tomorrow. Okay, it'll be something like, hey, this is my always go-to example. Two numbers that multiply to negative 24 but add to negative 2. It'll be factorable tomorrow. But if you're not comfortable, you can plug it in the quadratic formula, store A, B, and C in your calculator. Zach?
You have access to the sheet.
Absolutely. Yep. And then I think there is one multiple choice question where I have you simplify your answer. That's in radical form. So remember, simplifying a radical, you get radical 20. You break it down into 4 and 5. So your answer would be 2 radical 5. So one of the multiple choice questions needs you to simplify a radical. Wow. Anything I can answer? Oh, and one more. Sorry to do this to you, but I feel it's important. I'm going to give back your circle quiz 2 now that everyone has finally taken it. Anybody remember it was a huge part of circle quiz 2 that I'm also going to put on this quiz as well. Finding angles inside, outside, the tweener angles. So I put one on those out, like parts A through E on there. Now, you have already done all of them in your review. You've done all of them. So how are you going to practice more? It's still up here. I haven't removed it. Your 64 king size circle problems right there on Classroom if you want to practice. Remember, floaters, inscribed, outside, tweeners. They're all there for you. There's going to be one of those on there tomorrow. I got it. You guys are above average class. I got to challenge you somehow. All right. All right. So here you go for review. I'm going to let you go work with whoever you'd like as long as it's on this review. In your packet, not the textbook. I know we had confusion about that on quiz 2. Not your textbook. Right in your packet. Can you also add in number 30 and 31? To the review, because those are proofs if you want to try them out. 30 and 31 are proofs. Answers are in the back of your packet, or if you want to review some king size circle problems, those are on Classroom. Okay, those are on Classroom if you want to review those. So choose your own adventure. Work with whoever you'd like as long as it's on this and not anything else, all the drama outside of class. If you have a question tonight, email me. It is the first Monday of the month, so unfortunately I'm not going to be after school. All right, but email me any questions you have tonight. Don't be bashful or shy. All right? Okay, wherever you want to get going, get rolling. Make sure you're doing the numbers I prescribe, not different ones, because some of them I have you skip over because it has nothing to do with tomorrow. All right, so be careful. Make sure we just don't go one by one by one. Make sure you read the numbers. All right, so if you want to work with the crew, go ahead. I'll be around just making sure you're working on that stuff and answering any questions. Got half the class left here. For some reason,